Hare Krishna. The Shastra and Mahajanas, who are our true well-wishers, teach us, Sehi to sambandhe sambandha amar. Our soul and eternal relationship is with Lord Krishna. Everything in this world is meant to be utilized for His service, because everything is connected to Him. There is nothing in existence that is separate from Krishna. Why is this so? Shri Srimad Gaur Govinda Swami Srila Gurudev explains in his teachings.
Shastra and Mahajanas, those who are really our well-wishing friend, they have said, Seito samundhe sambandha amar. There is only one relationship. Krishna je mukhya sambandha, mukhya, chief relationship is relationship with Krishna. And everything is related to Krishna, because He is the source of all emanation, source of all creation. He is the cause of all causes. Sarva karana karana is the supreme cause. Janmadi asya jata, aham sarvasya prabhava. Vedanta Sutra says, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Bhagavad Gita says, He is the source of all emanation. So everything is related to Krishna. Isn't it? Is it not related to Krishna? You are related to Krishna. Every body is related to Krishna. Every object is related to Krishna. Isn't it? And Krishna says, Sarva Loka Maheshwara. I am Supreme Ishwara. I am Supreme Proprietor. Everything belongs to Him.
Because everything originates from Lord Krishna, and Krishna is the ultimate cause of all causes, therefore everything is inherently related to Krishna. Every object, every person, everything is connected to Him. Is there anything in this world that is not related to Krishna? No. Srila Gurudev further explains, if you have some possessions and you know that everything belongs to Krishna, then use those possessions in His service. By doing so, even material energy, Maya, becomes spiritualized. That thing ceases to be Maya, it becomes divine. Gurudev says, this principle was exemplified by my Guru Maharaj, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He was a devotee who could transform even Maya into divinity by engaging everything in Krishna's service. For him, there was no such thing as Maya, because he saw everything as related to Krishna. Today we are going to listen a beautiful pastime of Srila Prabhupada that highlights this teaching of Srila Gurudev. Once Srila Prabhupada was traveling on an airplane with his disciples. During the flight, a Charlie Chaplin movie was being shown on the in-flight TV screen. Knowing that such entertainment could be considered Maya, many of the disciples covered their faces with blankets to avoid watching it. About 20 minutes later, Shyamananda Prabhu, who was traveling with Prabhupada, picked out from under his blanket and saw something surprising. Srila Prabhupada was watching the movie and laughing heartily. He was laughing so much that tears were streaming from his eyes. Shyamananda Prabhu was astonished. He thought, Prabhupada teaches us to avoid Maya, but here he is, enjoying this movie. How can this be? However, he did not voice his doubts and kept the question in his mind. After the plane landed, Srila Prabhupada went to the temple, where he engaged in kirtan. Later, some devotees asked him a question. Srila Prabhupada, we are preaching here, but we feel like odd men out. Our shaved heads, tilaka, neck beads, dhotis and kurtas make us stand out, and people think we are strange. How can we preach effectively in such situations? Srila Prabhupada replied, when I was on the plane, I watched a Charlie Chaplin movie. In the movie, there was a scene where Charlie Chaplin attended a party and danced energetically. While dancing, he sat on a chair with a loose nail, which tore the back of his coat. Instead of feeling embarrassed, he began dancing even more vigorously. Seeing his enthusiasm, someone else at the party tore their coat as well and started dancing. Then another person followed. and soon the whole party was filled with people enthusiastically dancing in torn coats. The lesson is this: don't feel like an odd man out. Dance with full energy and enthusiasm for Krishna. Eventually, people will follow you. They may even become like you. When the questioning devotees heard this answer from Srila Prabhupada, their mind filled with enthusiasm and they all started chanting Hari Bol, Hari Bol. With his answer, Srila Prabhupada also clarifies the doubts arisen in the minds of the devotees who have travelled with him in the plane. This was the profound realization of Srila Prabhupada. Even something like a Charlie Chaplin movie was utilized to inspire and teach devotion to Krishna. However, we should not try to imitate such actions. Our responsibility is to follow exactly what the pure devotees have instructed us to do. We must follow the instructions of pure devotees, not imitate their actions, because we are not in the same spiritual position as they are. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev and the Acharyas have all instructed us to stay away from Maya. Therefore, we must adhere to their guidance and keep a safe distance from Maya. Only when we attain complete surrender at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, like these pure devotees, can we utilize even the energies of Maya in his service. Until then, we must strictly follow their instructions and focus on our spiritual practices. While this is one perspective of the pastime, there is another dimension to it as well. His Grace Jai Gurudev Prabhu shared an incident related to Charlie Chaplin. He was distributing Srila Prabhupada's books near Lake Geneva and went door to door handing out copies of Bhagavad Gita. At one house, he met Charlie Chaplin's wife and gifted her a copy. Years later, when he returned to the same area for book distribution, he knocked on the same door. By then, Charlie Chaplin had passed away. His wife shared, in his final days, Charlie would sit by the lake in his chair every day and read the Bhagavad Gita. This is the power of a pure devotee's mercy. Srila Prabhupada's books, which are imbued with pure devotion, brought spiritual solace to one of the world's greatest entertainers. A pure devotee engages everything in the service of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Whatever is offered or utilized in the service of Krishna is inevitably uplifted and sanctified. Its ultimate welfare is assured because it becomes connected to the divine. Such is the transformative power of a pure devotee's devotion and mercy. Hare Krishna.